everybody, we are back. Me, Leonard, and Cynthia.
Hi.
Hey, hey.
Hey, and I have done a little bit of work here. I got 3 solar panels up here. Now have a full bat box, so all that's good to go. I put these cables here because I'm going to show you guys the next step in the advanced Minecraft that we're doing, and that is making the macerator and the electric furnace. And to make the
Okay,
Hey,
give me a
Stacy.
second.
Okay.
Give me a sec.
Sorry, it's dark, and I'm out here in the
Oh,
desert
here, I can help you. I got it.
all by
I
myself.
got it. I got it.
Either way. It's nighttime!
Go on.
Drop everything!
Carry on.
Get it on! Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
I was in
okay.
the middle of nowhere all by myself.
Artichoke there. Okay. Alright,
Just realized it
Thank
was
you.
getting dark.
you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Alright, so to make the macerator requires 3 flint pieces on the very top row of the crafting table. In the middle, you have to have cobblestone, a basic machine casing, and a cobblestone. The basic machine casing is simply just a bunch of iron plates in a circle. Nothing more, just that. It makes the casing. I'll take that out of this here. Put that in the middle, and then of course another electronic circuit, which I showed in the previous episode, so you can look at that one for referencing on that. So we have our macerator. Yay! What the macerator will do is wonders. First of all, it will actually double our recipes, which is a big plus, and it's already charged up. Good. All right. So now instead of getting just one iron ore or one copper, tin, whatever, you will actually instead get 2. And also another thing that we're making is also the electric furnace, which is requires only 2 rows this time. The top middle row needs to have the electronic circuit, and then directly below it needs to have the iron furnace, which was the furnace with the 5 iron plates that were around it, and then 2 redstone surrounding the iron furnace gets your electric furnace. Which basically what this does is you don't have to worry about ever having to use a regular furnace again. It's literally all there is to it. It's just simply that. Now, the way that you'll have to move these, if we ever, like, let's just say, these actually will have to move these eventually. Let's just say that, I want to move these right now. I wouldn't be able to move them right now because I need to get myself a wrench. And the only way to make a wrench is if you have bronze, and I don't have bronze because I need to use the macerator to make to make bronze and stuff. So I'm going to do that later on. But that's the only way that you can move those without having to actually, rebuild everything is to use a wrench on them. So do not use a pickaxe, even though it says you can. Don't do it. Now, the last...
Destroys it. You
It
have
destroys
to start
it.
over.
Yes, and trust me, you don't want that. So the last thing now that I'm going to teach you guys how to make that has helped me a lot, especially with doing when you get into Ender IO and you have to do RF energy units, is I'm going to show you how to make my charcoal generator. And it requires actually very few little items here. Let's see, let's put this right here. All you need is 1 iron furnace. Let's see, the barrel, and the way you make the barrel is half slab on top, a chest directly below it, in the middle slot of the crafting table, and then oak wood or logs on the outside, and it can be any logs except for rubber and great wood. Anything like that, you cannot use those.
Great wood is awesome, though.
Great wood is great because it's made of wood or something like that. That is about as corny as my joke's gonna get, because that took a lot of reaching on my part to say that. All right, now what I do after once I have all the pieces in place, I put the wood transport pipe on the side, on the right side of the iron furnace, because when you look inside it, the iron furnace is in that you give that it takes everything that cooks is gonna be on the right side. So you're gonna put the wooden piece there, and I'll explain why we'll have the wooden one here in a second. And then I take the cobblestone pipes and connect them all the way on the bottom, have it go all the way under, and it will connect to the furnace again and also to the barrel. Last thing you'll want to have for this, actually 2 things you'll want to have, is a redstone generator and a switch, but we're going to do the redstone generator first because that's going to take the longest. Alright, and it's actually the only one that doesn't require power or anything. You just put a switch on it and it powers itself up. It's one of the best things about it, in my opinion. And I think in John's world I made one of these also. I just didn't explain how to make it, so you guys are getting a treat now learning how to make it here. How lucky. Right.
Yeah.
Yay! Alright. It's like this guy needs to stop. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Get 3 blocks here. on the top, gears at the bottom, put the glass in the middle, and then we'll need to make a piston, which is going to be on this side. Get 3 pieces of wood up on the top again, cobblestone on the sides, and iron ingots, and a redstone. The iron ingot goes in the very center slot, the redstone goes below it, makes you a piston. And put the piston here in the middle, makes the redstone engine. And then to make a switch, put a stick on top of a piece of cobblestone in the crafting table, and boom, you're done. And because I didn't clarify this earlier, the way that you make your pipes, you take 2 planks to make the wooden cobblestone or the wooden transport pipes. You take 2 pieces of wood on the outside edges, put the glass in the middle, make sure all on the same row. You get 8 wooden transport pipes. To make the cobblestone one, you do that with cobblestone instead of wood. So there you go. Very simple. Now, the redstone engine. You want to attach the redstone engine to the wood transport pipe. The reason why is because the wooden transport pipe is what pulls the items out of the furnace to transport it. If you put a cobblestone one up there, that is as if it's going to receive it, which is why you have the cobblestone at the bottom, because what it will do is it will put it, it's the very bottom where the charcoal and coal and whatever you use as your burnable fuel source is, and it'll go in there and it'll just cook whatever's at the top. It'll get the process going. And then, but you take your redstone torch, or redstone, sorry, not your redstone switch, your switch, put it on the redstone engine itself, turn it on, it'll start moving here in a second. There it goes. And so now the last thing I need to do, and because I have so much rubber wood that I'm not going to be using for anything except for planks and stuff, I'm going to go ahead and throw this in there. Let's see, and I need 1 piece of charcoal, and 1 piece of coal, which is all in that other house, so we'll just use a plank. Alright. Actually, I may have to use more than 1. Let's just put a log in there. See, so it's going to cook that. It's going to be there, and then it's going to disappear. It's going to come down the pipe. As you're seeing here, it's already down part ways. And it will either go back into the furnace, or it'll go into the barrel. In this case, so it's probably going to start in the barrel because it's got to fill that part of that out to get it recognized. Let's see here. Maybe this one will go up. There it goes. See, now it's going up. And so you look in here, and it'll disappear, but it went in there, and now it's cooking more wood. And so this is the charcoal generator, and it'll keep going as long as you have wood in here. Something that I'm going to put in here that I haven't done yet. Actually, let's see what it takes to make that. I haven't looked at the updated version of this. A hopper is strongly recommended to have at the top of this. Oh, it's an easy thing to make, and I have enough stuff to make it. Okay, we're going to make a hopper real fast. Now, explain to you why you want the hopper. What the hopper will do is it'll serve as kind of a funnel that everything that you want to put in here that you want to cook will go directly into it as it's opened. And so what I'll do is I'll take all this other wood that I have in here that I don't need. So my oak, and not my planks, but all this oak wood and all this others, all these other pieces are going to go in here. And so as you can see, my rubber wood amount on the furnace now is up to 64 because I had more than a stack coming into it at first. But it'll keep putting these all in there, and if it ever runs out in here, I can just take it out of the barrel by clicking on it to get all the pieces out and just pop it back into iron furnace. So that is my charcoal generator. And with the Ender IO, when you have to use RF stuff, you can just take the coal that you get out of here, throw it into the pieces in there, which when I get into that will make more sense, and it powers it up. So that's literally it.
Nice.
Yes. So
Cool.
now, last thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to demonstrate the ability of our lovely macerator by going and getting some things that need to be macerated. What's the most important material that we need right now for what everyone's building and stuff?
Iron?
Glass.
Yeah.
Okay,
Glass.
glass does not work for the macerator.
Oh man.
What ores do we need to have cooked right now? That's the most important. Iron, we said.
Iron. Yes.
Okay, then I will do. I'll just get some iron ore, and we'll do the 42 iron ore just to start it up. But you want to make sure that when you're doing all this, that you do it in the order as follows. You put the iron ore into the macerator first, then take the macerator, whatever comes out of the macerator, and put it into the furnace. Do not skip to the furnace first, because you'll just get straight up ore. So let's throw this in there. And it's going to be slow at first because we don't have any overclockers or anything like that that upgrade it, and as well as the fact that the power on the backpack is only limited to so much. But as you can see here, I'm running this one machine, and it's not even phasing it. It jumps down to like 370 at the lowest, or 39,970 at the lowest, and then it goes right back up to 40K. So it's not really doing much of anything. But for every one of these that it burns, you get 2 pieces instead of just 1. So I have 4 here, and then I'm going to go ahead and open up the electric furnace, pop this in there, and each one of these crushed iron ore pieces gives you 1 ingot. And so now we have 4 per 1, and then if we look at the bat box, it's holding pretty steadily at 500. It doesn't go. It takes it a lot longer to cook this right now, or for it to expend the energy. And if this thing is ever low and you want to kind of do an emergency pick-me-up, you can put redstone in that bottom slot, and it will actually help recharge this pretty quickly. But I wouldn't recommend doing that because you go through you go through redstone very fast. So, all right, I believe that's everything. And, oh, look, and it's approaching nighttime. It's not nighttime yet, but it's approaching it. So I think that's about it. If I had a torch, I'd put a torch up here, but I don't have any torches. Actually, you know what? I better not. Never mind. We'll get one later. Do I have any sticks?
Night night.
Okay, just a minute. Let me get where I can sleep. It won't let me sleep on the glass for some reason.
No.
Okay, because it wasn't even.
Yeah. Okay. The last thing I'm going to do, and what I was talking about with the solar panel, with it being okay to put stuff on top of it. If I can get up there, it'd be great. Thank you. Close enough. You can actually put one torch up here, and if you look at it, it doesn't affect it at all. Like they're all still 3 working very well for daytime use. All right, and that is it. And like I said, I'm gonna leave the macerator cooking, and I have 4 more ingots of iron. So we are now going to have double recipes, or double ores for recipes.
Yay!
That is like the most needed thing that we've been struggling to kind of keep our materials and stuff at a good reasonable rate here. I mean, let me show you guys what we have in here. See, where's the ores at? Here, no, not this one. Top one, other one. Here you go. This is what we just got all this from our last run around. All this iron, aluminum and stuff. The aluminum, I'm going to introduce that here in a little bit, because I'm going to do the Tinker's Construct next. That's not going to be in this episode. It's going to be later on. But I'm going to teach you guys how to use the Tinker's Construct and how to make certain materials and stuff, and how to use the books that are in there, which explains how everything works. But there we go. So I'm going to go see what you guys are doing to finish this thing.
Mom is Leonard is over gathering dirt, or no, sand.
Sand? All right.
And I am making my warehouse or workhouse for the Pam's Harvest Craft. But I ran out of great wood logs, so.
What was that?
Got ready to.
Right.
What was that?
I know.
What was that? I didn't hear it.
Thought I heard the ghost from the whatchamacallit for a second there. I was like, I ain't nobody know. He can't be over here. It's too far. Okay, the only reason why I'm concerned is because right now, if he and I were to butt heads, I would lose pretty quickly. Can I look see?
Sure. It's not complete. It's just
I
the
like how it looks.
part of the frame.
Are you gonna put windows on this side too?
No, there's dirt on the back side of that. It's built into
you didn't level the land out over there?
No, I want it to be built into the house, into the cliff. So
Oh, okay. That works to me.
I wanted to leave it that way. I'm not
Okay.
sure if we're gonna. Leonard's putting the greenhouse right in front of it, and I'm not sure if we're gonna connect it, and then I may end up knocking a window out and putting in a
Oh.
door,
I thought you were
so
building.
that we'll have.
I thought you were building
No,
the
no,
greenhouse.
No. This is the workroom for Pam's Harvest Craft for the cooking and the seeds analyzer stuff.
Gotcha. Okay, I was like, I'm confused, but I'm just gonna run with that. I can run with that. That's easy enough. And your orchards are lovely, ripened with apples.
Yeah, I haven't found any other fruit to make other trees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll have some somewhere eventually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, lots of little leaf piles down here too. Are
I
those
had
what you were
cleaned-
talking about? That when you break them, they give you like random fruits or something?
Yeah.
No, it's grass. It
Oh,
looks like
no, it's-
grass,
yeah.
not the leaves.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the little leaf piles that are like down here.
Yeah.
Alright. No, it's all good. Cool. Well, this is a little bit earlier than normal, but 5 minutes short is not too bad. 15 minutes, that's reasonable. So gets a lot of stuff. Got a lot of new things, and like I said, next thing I'll talk about will be the Tinker's Construct much later on. I've got to get I want to get all the materials and stuff cooked. That way we have plenty of stuff going on. But I may try to do a little project with some transport pipes and storage. We were talking about doing that at one point, connecting this, but I got to do some rearranging of all this stuff. But yeah, I think we'll call it there. So we will see you guys in the next episode. So enjoy y'all's day and see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.